Before the truth comes the betrayal. Before betrayal. Stories you will never forget.
The moment I knew something was wrong wasn't when I found the messages. It was earlier. Subtle, stupid things that didn't make sense until much later. Like the way she started locking her phone when she never used to. Or how she'd come home smelling faintly of a cologne that wasn't mine. But the real moment, the one that hollowed me out, was a Tuesday night in September. Rain hammered the roof like it was trying to tell me something urgent. I was lying awake, staring at the ceiling, when her phone buzzed on the dresser beside me. 3 vibrations. Then silence. She was in the shower. I told myself not to look. Told myself I trusted her. But curiosity isn't what drives people to ruin. It's suspicion mixed with love. And love, when it curdles into fear, can make you do unforgivable things. I reached for the phone. The message preview glowed in the dark. You free tomorrow. Same place as last time. My heart stuttered. Then another bubble popped up. Can't stop thinking about last night. I felt my stomach drop, a sickening gravitational pull that made me want to throw up. I didn't open the thread. I didn't need to. Her contact photo, the one of us smiling at the beach, reflected off the screen, warped and mocking. That night, when she came out of the shower, I pretended to be asleep. She slipped into bed, her skin warm, damp, smelling faintly of lavender and rain. She rested her head on my shoulder like nothing had changed. Like she hadn't just burned a hole through everything I thought we were. The next morning, I told myself there had to be an explanation. A wrong number. Prank. Something. Anything. But the universe doesn't give mercy to the desperate. Followed her. It was pathetic how easy it was. She said she was meeting a client at a cafe across town. I parked a few blocks away and waited, my hands trembling on the steering wheel, my pulse pounding so loud it drowned out the traffic. When she walked in, she was smiling. Nervous. Radiant. A man was already there. Tall, confident, the kind of man who carried his ego like a well-fitted suit. He stood when she arrived, kissed her cheek, and she blushed. I watched them talk for nearly an hour. She leaned in, laughed at something he said, touched his hand. The same hand that had once reached for me in the dark when she couldn't sleep. Every minute was another nail in the coffin of our marriage. I drove home before she saw me. Parked in the driveway and sat there until the world stopped spinning. I told myself I'd confront her that night. Demand the truth. But when she came home, smiling, humming to herself, carrying takeout from my favorite Thai place, I couldn't do it. He kissed my cheek. Rough day, she asked. He nodded. She didn't notice the tremor in my voice when I said, just tired. She smiled. You've been working too hard. She had no idea I'd spent the afternoon watching my life unravel. Days passed. Then weeks. Kept pretending. Smiling at her jokes. Making dinner. Watching movies side by side on the couch while her phone lit up in her lap. I became an archaeologist of her deceit, quietly collecting evidence, searching for something. Anything that would make the pieces fit. Then I found it. An email. Hidden in a folder buried deep in her work account. It wasn't from him. It was from a hospital. Subject. Prenatal test results. My breath caught. My vision blurred. Opened it. The words hit me like a blow. Father does not match spouse on record. I couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. The room spun. The world dissolved. All the memories, the nights we tried for a baby, the tears when she said it finally happened, the ultrasound photo on the fridge, they became grotesque distortions of love and lies. The baby wasn't mine. That night when she came home I was waiting. She froze when she saw the printed email on the table. For a long moment, neither of us spoke. The air between us was thick, electric, almost tangible. Her voice broke the silence first. Where did you get that? Does it matter? My voice was shaking. Who is he? Tears welled in her eyes. James, please. Don't make this about me. I want the truth. She hesitated, then whispered. It's not what you think. I laughed, sharp and hollow. Then tell me what I think it is. She sat down across from me, hands trembling. It started after the miscarriage last year. You shut down. I tried to reach you, but you wouldn't talk. And then, I met someone. It wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't plan it. Who? Daniel. The guy from the cafe. Her eyes widened. You followed me. Answer me. She nodded, silent tears rolling down her cheeks. I pressed my palms to my face, trying to stop the world from collapsing inward. You told me the baby was mine. A sob. I thought it was. I didn't know until the test. And you weren't going to tell me. She looked up, eyes red. I didn't want to lose you. That was the cruelest part. She said it like it was love. Like lying to me was mercy. For weeks, I drifted through life like a ghost. People at work noticed, but I told them I was fine. I wasn't. I didn't know who I was anymore. The house felt haunted, not by spirits, but by the echoes of everything I'd lost. Every photograph, every laugh, every shared memory. It all felt poisoned. I thought about leaving. I even packed a bag once. But every time I tried, I'd see the ultrasound picture on the fridge. The one she still hadn't taken down. The child was innocent. He didn't ask to be born into a lie. And despite everything, a part of me still loved her. That was the part one hated most. 3 months later, she gave birth. I wasn't there. She didn't ask me to be. But 2 weeks after, she showed up at my door holding a tiny bundle wrapped in blue. Her eyes were tired, her voice trembling. His name's Noah, she whispered. He looks like you. He didn't. Not really. But as I looked down at him, tiny fingers curled, breathing softly, I felt something unexpected. Not anger. Not hatred. Just a hollow, aching tenderness. She looked at me, tears shining. I'm sorry for everything. I'll never forgive myself. I nodded, unable to speak. Before she left, she said something that stuck with me. You don't have to be his father. But he deserves to know what kind of man you are. I see them sometimes, her and Noah. At the park or in the grocery store. He's 3 now. Laughs like she used to. I never remarried. Never stopped wondering what would have happened if I'd confronted her sooner, if I'd been braver, if love hadn't been such a fragile, treacherous thing. Some nights, I still dream about that message on her phone. The words that shattered everything. But when I wake up, I remember something else. The truth wasn't just that she cheated. It was that I'd spent years convincing myself love could survive anything. And maybe that's the cruelest lie of all.